Alright guys, so today we're finally going to look at the brand new pair of truly wireless earbuds from the company One More. And that pair is the One More True Wireless ANC. Now this pair has just been announced, so this is a first look / first impressions video. We're going to go over some of the specs, what it is you get inside the box, but let's go ahead and start with the fact that these retail for $199. So that's already putting it up there with the Sonys and the Bose and some of the other higher brand names. But what it looks like One More did was kind of sit back and read comments and read people's request of what it is they want in true wireless earbuds and combined it all into this pair, because this pair is offering features and specs and things that I have not seen in other truly wireless earbuds. So let's start with the fact that these have dual drivers. It has a hybrid dynamic driver mixed with a balanced armature driver. So right there in a pair of truly wireless earbuds, to get that kind of range is very, very impressive. And on top of that, these have active noise canceling and environmental noise canceling. So that's going to affect the noise canceling when you're taking calls, but also noise canceling when you're listening to your music. Now these do use Bluetooth 5.0 and they're using a brand new Qualcomm 3034 chip. Now this allows for the Stereo Plus connection, so your device will connect to each earbud individually instead of connecting to one and then having the other earbud connect to that earbud. So that kind of technology decreases lag in watching videos or playing games, but it also causes for a more stable connection. Now the other huge plus is these have aptX, AAC, and SBC playback, so you're getting some of the best Bluetooth quality you can get right out of the box. Now as far as the IP rating, these are rated at IPX5 water resistant, so this is definitely a pair that you can go out if you sweat heavily or if it rains or they get splashed on, they're going to be fine. Just make sure you don't submerge them into water. Now, as far as what you're getting inside the box, they made sure to include a ton of different ear tips. Basically so that if you have a smaller ear canal, a larger ear canal, you're not going to have an issue getting the right fit. And on top of that, they also include many different sizes of wing tips as well. And that way that just keeps it better secured in your ear so that if you are out doing whatever you want to do, you don't have to worry about these falling out. Now, as far as the charging cable, I'm happy to say that they are including a USB-C cable. Speaking of the charging cable, the battery life on these says you can get around 6 hours if you're not going to use the noise canceling. You're going to get around 5 hours if you are using the noise canceling. So the battery life on the earbuds individually is nothing special, but you do have to take into consideration all of the technology that these earbuds are using. Now, as far as with the charging case, you're going to get around 22 hours. And if you happen to pick up the earbuds and they are dead, a quick 15-minute charge is going to get you around 2 hours worth of use. Now, moving over to the charging case is actually very well built and they were able to keep it fairly small considering the size of the earbuds. Now on the back you have a USB-C input for charging, and then along on the front you have a single indicator light to know how much battery is left on the case. Now a huge plus with the case is also a Qi wireless charging case. So you can come in and sit this on any type of wireless charger and it will start charging. So moving over to the earbuds. Now the first thing I want to point out is they stick out a little bit just like the One More Stylish does, but they are very lightweight. And the way that they're designed is so that they don't have to go so far into your ear canal. But because of the wingtips and the way that they sit in your ear, you can again do what you need to do and these will not fall out. Now, as far as the controls, I am happy to say control everything. But this is the first time I'm also seeing where they have the button control on the back that will control your play, your pause, skipping your tracks forward, going backwards. They absolutely control everything. But then there is also a sensor on the outside for you to be able to touch to change to the different levels of noise canceling. So they basically have a main noise canceling level, a noise canceling 2, they have a transparency mode, and then you can just turn the noise canceling off. But the huge plus here is you're able to do it all within the earbuds themselves. So now let's talk about the noise canceling, because the noise canceling is done extremely well on these. These are definitely comparable to the Sonys, which actually retail for more. But the technology that's in here is they're using integrated triple mics to be able to block out all of your outside surroundings, whether it be traffic, whether it be a crowd, even if it's just a slight engine noise on a plane. these have the ability to block out, I would say, almost 90% of your outside surroundings. Again, I would say this is extremely comparable to the Sony's, which I have always said is the best when it comes to noise canceling and truly wireless earbuds. So that's very impressive, and again, at the fact that they were able to keep it under $200. For you guys that like to use your earbuds individually, you'll be happy to know that you can use either the left or the right. And for you guys that like to use your microphones, you will be happy to know that these are using the CVC 8.0 technology, which basically means it's blocking out all of your outside surroundings while focusing in on your voice. But you guys can be a judge by listening to a test here. All right, guys, so here is a mic test using the One More True Wireless ANC. As you can tell, it's doing an extremely good job of picking up my vocals. It even picks up my bass tones very well. So this is what it would sound like if you were to take a call. All right, and so here is a mic test with a crowd noise being played in the background, so you get an idea of what it would sound like if you were to take a call in public. So now the exciting part. Now we get to talk about the sound. This is like the main reason, even though these are packed with features, that you would want to check these out. These have an extremely dynamic sound, and you can tell that the dual driver system that they're using, having a dynamic driver mixed with a balanced armature driver, is allowing one driver to focus a lot on the bass to give you plenty of presence, because the bass on these have a lot of punch. They even have a lot of the rumble that a lot of bass heads are going to be happy with, while the balanced armature drivers are focusing in on the detail of the mids and the highs. So you're going to get that crystal clear clarity mixed with a lot of presence when it comes to vocals, and that separation is giving you a lot of detail that you're able to pick up within your music. So if you're listening to metal or a genre where there's a lot going on, you're going to still be able to feel the bass, but hear the clarity of the drums and the guitar, but also be able to tell where everything's coming from and the fact that the instruments are separated. The clarity on these are top notch, but so is the bass. As a bass head, I was extremely happy listening to these. Being able to feel that impact and not lose my detail in my music is very important. So for a pair to be able to do that while also blocking out the outside noise, which is again just allowing you to focus in on your music, is just extremely impressive. So to kind of sum up the sound of these, if we were to look at an EQ, like a flat EQ, we would say the bass is up here, the mids just slightly dip down, but they're still pushed forward, while the treble starts to turn up exactly level with the bass. So you're getting that extremely punchy bass, but you're getting a nice, bright, clean treble that balances out, where you're getting mids exactly where you want them to be, which is up forward and still having that separation from all the instruments, because this, I would say, is geared more to feeling like you're in a larger to even larger room. They have a definite open feel to them. It was fun to listen to all genres, and I would just have to say that this is one of the most technologically advanced pair of truly wireless earbuds that I've seen yet, mixed with some very impressive sound. But guys, that is my video on the brand new One More True Wireless ANC earbuds. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.